So, I'll say, indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again. Another moment for us to consciously evolve. Another opportunity for us to consider how our past influences our present. That is what I want to talk about today. And you'd be surprised what inspired such a thought. The anticipation is killing both of us. Maybe dying is a part of it, a part of life. I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole so quickly, but today's stream topic was inspired by music, actually. Specifically by that band that I shared with the community, with the space. Angin, Angzin de Poitrine. Yeah. A band from Quebec. Two dudes, one that has a guitar attached to a bass guitar, like a double guitar, and the other dude being on the drums. And they play something that's called, or at least that's inspired by math rock, experimental rock, and something called acid techno. And as some of you friends might know, I listen to a lot of Cytrons. Like a lot. Progressive Cytrons, ideally. Right? It's been something that's been a very large part of my life, especially since I like to dance. And I feel like that music elicits that dance from me the best. I haven't been able to find a music that elicits that dance better from my person. However, this band isn't Cytrons, right? Because obviously they're playing their music on a guitar and on a drum. That band has exploded. They're everywhere all of a sudden. Happens like that, Mojo. Yep. Yep. When your stuff is good, it's good, bro. Like their songs actually get stuck in my head. I listened to their music again yesterday, and I was like, in the shower, not even listening to the music, having their music playing in my head. Right? And I started my whole music journey. And that's what kind of inspired today's stream topic about how your past influence your present. Right? My past was very much filled with listening exclusively to punk rock. Sum 41, 3 Days Grace, Blink 182, My Chemical Romance, Bullet for My Valentine, Silverstein, Rammstein, Skelett. What else did I listen to during that time? Fall Out Boy. How could I forget? Yeah, so much good stuff, right? And all of it was like instrumental. They would like play instruments and they would sing. And during that time of my life, when I really got into listening to music, I got myself a pair of Sennheiser HD 568s, right? Like a decent pair of headphones by most standards. And I bought myself this pair of earphones with all of the money I had saved at that point as a 14-year-old, right? And as a 14-year-old, you're surrounded by the other kids who listen to their music on those like those white plastic earphones that you used to get in your little like cell phone box, right, back in the day. And that was like the norm for listening to music with. And then I got myself these earphones. And I would take great pride in introducing people to their own music, right? Because they would have listened their whole life to music with these earphones. Or potentially, hi-fi systems that aren't as good either necessarily. And then suddenly getting to put like open back headphones on their heads and like watching their eyes as they hear their music for the first time. I took a great pleasure in doing that, right? But during that time of my life, part of my bias, part of my belief system was that if music isn't made by people, playing instruments, using their voices. It's not real music. Hey, Danny, and hey, bye, Chara. It's nice having you friends here. I was like, it's not real music because if you were just pushing buttons on a computer, then it's not real. And then this opinion changed slowly but surely. This opinion got adjusted, right? As I started listening to more and more music, I realized that there was a lot more out there than I might have allowed myself to listen to, kind of thing. And then I started listening to a little bit more kind of like beat music. And there was like some sort of transitionary period where I think I was listening to a local artist in South Africa who would make kind of electronic music, but he would still sing, right, with his electronic music. So there was like a overlap of my two worlds of like he's still singing, but all of the music he's making is actually made by a computer. And I was like, still good enough for me to want to listen to. And then I finished high school and I met these friends. All right. I literally, at that point, I started growing my hair. All right. So growing your hair is a Herculean task. It's not an easy thing to do necessarily, right? Like, sure, you just have to let it grow, but it comes with a whole other set of challenges as you do. And then I walk past this individual who has some of the most magnificent hair I've seen on a person, never mind even a man. And I'm like, I stop in my tracks and I'm like, oh my goodness, I love your hair. And he goes, thanks. And we basically hit it up. We go and breathe fresh air together. And we can confirm very quickly that we could, in fact, be friends. This is Adam. He actually recently commented on one of our stream videos as well. And Adam is a beautiful person, right? Like such a vast entity. And a part of this vast entity's repertoire is psychedelic trance. And he basically like ushers me into this whole world that I didn't even know existed. Never mind even might not have found, right? Like it completely flew under the radar of my consciousness for the whole time. And he takes me to these events where they have really big speakers playing really fast music. And there's a bunch of people that dance alongside you. And it unlocks this experience in me of movement, right? Where going to a festival with him, I had never danced up until that point in my life. And then suddenly I wanted to, right? And I did. And I wasn't judged. I wasn't made fun of. I was celebrated, even. Celebrated for dancing and for having a good time with the music. And it changed me. I was like, oh, I can engage with reality in such a way. And it gave me a lot of excitement. And this band that we kind of like talked about, and I'm happy that they're blowing up. They deserve all of the good that's coming to them. Has a symbiosis of those two worlds of mine, right? And that's what inspired today's topic of like my past came from like a rocker. I listened to rock music, punk rock specifically. Noodle. He's licking the couch again. Punk rock specifically, and that like almost that angsty teenager in me that was like, it's not real music if real people aren't playing it. And then progressing towards Cytrons, where I find myself almost like exuberated in a state of exuberation. Grammar is hard, okay. To just want to dance, I feel like this excitement kind of like rising up in my spirit. I stopped listening to rock. Technically, I would listen to a rock song every now and then, kind of like to try the flavor, and I would enjoy it, but I wouldn't necessarily want to dance. And then this band just kind of like suddenly pops up on my radar, and I think it popped up on my radar because they're blowing up, not because I found them, kind of thing, Mojo. And I tune in and I listen to their music. Is that Christy? Hey, Christy. And it scratches both of those itches. It scratches my rocker itch, the rocker young version of me, and it scratches like my initial entering into electronic looping kind of thing, right? And it comes together in such a way that I'm just like having such a good time. I've listened to their albums. Well, they don't have that much music. I think they have like 9 songs, maybe 10. I've listened to those 10 songs at least 4 times now. I love it so much. Oh, thank you, Mojo. Anging, yeah, Anging de Patrin. That is their name. Maybe dying is a part of life. Oh, ho, ho. I thought somebody was gonna live forever. Are we revisiting that? I never said forever. Pulls up live streams where I said forever 75 times. I mean, forever, I think, is a relativity. All right. I know forever means forever and ever, but I think forever is relative. Right? If I say I'm going to hold onto this thing forever, all right, and I do so for 1,000 years, all right, and a person has to come past me, all right, and they saw me 1,000 years ago holding this thing, and they still see me holding it, they'll go, wow, dude, you've been holding that thing forever. Right? That's the kind of forever I want to live, Sam. I want to live the perceived forever, not the actual forever. There's a difference. There's a difference, right? I want to have this body continue to persist for 1,000 years. But who I am, who Melt is, will change 1,000 times. Probably more. Probably more than 1,000 times. Right? And I think that's where the real quality of living longer kind of arises from me. That's where the exuberation is like, I can dance. Imagine what music's gonna sound like 1,000 years from now. It's probably gonna be even more weird. That band has exploded. They're everywhere all of a sudden. They're probably gonna start touring. Still learning how to human. We don't do underhanded insults here. Keep it up, and you're gonna learn a lesson. It's true. We will put you somewhere in a crevasse, right? In between the make a deal. I see what's in your fridge, and I'll like and sub. I need to see what I'm missing before I go shopping. Is where it's Leon. Will I show you friends what's inside my fridge? If you're still here, if I see you send another message, Leon, later in chat, all right? Because here's your message, and then there's messages below it. And if I see messages of yours down here, be like, I'm still here, show me what's in your fridge, then maybe I'll think about it. But if you're not here by the time I get there, then I won't. Dan is here saying, I got off the porcelain throne after eating my first homemade pizza last night. Past influencing the future. You're not wrong, technically. Technically, that is the past influencing the future. Technomicries. I think that counts. However, I'm talking more about like the far past. I'm talking about the far past, Dan. The whiles ago's. All right. It's been a moment. It's been a moment, and now we find ourselves here again. And I feel maybe you can tell me, how has your music taste in the past, because Dan is also a music lover. Dan makes music even sometimes. How has your taste in music in the past influenced your taste in music in the present? Right? Does it influence? Do you like things more because they scratch a certain scratch that you used to scratch in your past? And that's the kind of question I'm wondering about. I never said forever. He insists. The very second the truth becomes inconvenient. You don't know me. You don't have proof. Goes and pulls up the proof. It's like, oh yeah. Gives me exact link and timestamp. Good to know, Dan. Move up, y'all. Hey, kid. It's nice having you here. I'll be back, Mac. Thanks. We'll see you again soon. Hands on those hot beverages, folks. We got a special snowflake in here. Yo. Where is Zoe? Is she screaming yet? Not yet. Zoe is still chill. We like rearranged Zoe's whole room yesterday. We made it a little bit more neat in there. We took some things out that was cluttering the space. We shifted his whole cage so that he has a little bit better of a window view. I put up an extra perch. I dropped one of his long perches down a little bit deeper so that he now has a choop, 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 choop. Like he has like a whole circle that he gets to kind of like run around in. He loves it. Like literally, he was not happy about me and Joe working on his room, losing his fucking mind, like properly screaming his mind off, you know. And then as soon as we like, okay, we're done, you can get back into your room, and we put him in his cage, he just goes, and then he proceeds to like walk and climb on all of the perches, right? And then as he's climbing on the perches, he's like, make sure the perch is solid enough and then gets on it, right? And he does a circle, very apprehensive, very like careful, and like he's deliberating, making sure that everything is fine. And then the second time he does a loop, he does it with so much more like gusto, like he does it fast. He even does like he. It's beautiful to watch that birdie be aware, right? Like you can see that there is a little entity behind those eyes, and he's very aware when you change his environment, right? It's like when, for example, right? Imagine you walk into your living room and you see your couches has been moved, right? And then you proceed to walk and you like sit on this couch and you look around in your room and you're like, yeah, I like this perspective. And you go and sit on the other couch and you're like, this is a nice way to have this room too, right? And then by the second time, you're basically jumping from couch to couch because you're so excited with how nice the couches are arranged. That was kind of the energy that I was detecting from him yesterday. So I trust, me and Joe trusts that he's even happier now. And I think that's why he's quiet, because he has multiple different spots, like 1, 2, 3. He has 3 different spots that he can look out of the window with 3 different angles. Like it gives him almost, I think, 180 degrees of vision, right? That he can kind of like let himself have. So that was something that he, I think, was needing, because when I would take him out, one of the first things that he would do is he would like coax me into taking him closer to a window. Sorry for my hiccups. And now he is close to a window. He gets to check out the window himself. I want to see lol. Can we make predictions on what's in the fridge? I'm predicting almond milk, half a red onion, and that's really and that really good grainy mustard you use a spoon with. You know, I wish we had some of that actually. We did have some of that in South Africa when the show came over. Yeah. Yeah. But we don't have any of that mustard. I'm sorry for that comment, Mel. Just in a cheeky mood, it's fine. Just caught me off guard where I'm like, ah, technically. I did try and steer it. Half a red onion though. Technically, we did have only 1 onion left, but I had pickled those onions. Technically. So there are no onions in the fridge right now. Oh man, that's just a great topic. My music taste is a through line. Oh, I'm curious what the rest of that conversation is gonna look like. I'm back to all messages. Is a through line. 1. A dinosaur died in the ground after an epic battle, and we used their body goop to power our machines. Well, most of the biomass that power our machines was actually just like biomass, all right? Just like plants. Plants, like layers of plant biomass getting squishy. There might be a dinosaur or two in between the plant biomass. But yeah, some of it, I guess. Water equals plant. That is some looking to the future. Have your seeds going yet? I don't actually have my seeds going yet. I've been intending to plant a little sunflower patch. I think I still need to do that. I'm worried about the critters though. I think I'm gonna have to feed them away from the flower patch if I'm going to have any luck, because there's squirrels and there are birds and they are persistent. I crave loudness and intensity in music, so that started as Green Day at 11 years old, and I moved into more punk and emo. Delved into the heaviest kind of metal by 16. It's interesting how there's a progression like that too. I also tried, right? It was like at the end of my rocker era when I was listening to Rammstein and Silverstein and Bullet for My Valentine and uh, who else did I listen to that was pretty hardcore? Mm, not much, and even those were pretty tame, right? Like as soon as I couldn't hear what they were singing anymore, and it was just like I was like, okay, that's enough, thank you. I think I've gone deep enough into the heaviest of metals. Yeah, it's crazy to see how smart animals can be. It's kind of scary. That creature deliberates. That creature conspires. Even I'm pretty sure that creature manipulates. Uh, will deceive. Will be deceiving a little bit. Will be like, oh, I'm just a cute little birdie. Look at me being cute. Bites you and stuff. We had a moment like that yesterday where I had him on his perch and I was washing dishes or something. I was doing busy work, so I couldn't just actively engage with him. And he's just like losing his mind. It's like, and I'm like, and I come out and I'm like, what? You want to go? And I like reach out and like bites at me, and I'm like, okay, I guess you don't want to go. Guess not. But my path with music was truly cemented at 17. I got picked up by these seniors. High school as a junior, we smoked a blunt and they played heavy artillery excision. I remember thinking, what are these robot transformer sounds and how can I make them? The rest is history. That's awesome. Where is the masculinity? Are you looking? Are you looking for masculinity in me? What does masculinity look like to you? Do I need to have big gun? Big gun. Tell you about my big truck. Tell you about my beard shave routine. You know, I put oil on my beard. That's to keep my beard growing strong. Do you want to see like big old nose hairs growing out my nose? Fucking big old hairs out my ears as well, maybe. All right. Do you want me to have a buck actively over my shoulder that I just had killed? All right. Sitting with this buck, yeah. All right. What is masculinity to you? Masculinity to me, I feel, at the very least, is a certain confidence in who it is you are. All right. If you can dress, like that's the thing, a real confidence in who you are. For example, right, Zhou had a big bag of clothing given to her, right? And she did make the joke yesterday, or day before yesterday, about painting my nails. So she had this big bag of clothing given to her by a friend. And then she's like checking this bag, and she brings out a little skirt, and she asks me to put it on, all right? And I do. I'm like, I could put on a skirt, right? And I put on the skirt, and we kind of like laugh about it. We make a joke about the way I look in it. I feel that to me is masculinity, right? When you can put a skirt on, and you know your pebness isn't gonna fall off and shrivel away, all right? Like that's not how any of this works. That's masculinity. And as long as you can't get there, so, and I feel like it's a projection thing as well, right? If you want another man to act in a certain way to almost affirm your own masculinity, then you are not a masculine individual. And masculinity in me is like a certain sense of like solidity, a certainty inside yourself that is uncorruptible, right? You can put makeup on my face, you can paint my nails, you can put me in a tutu, right? You can freaking tie my hair in ponytails, all right? I'll still be just as man to myself. All right, get good. Get good, Persian. Obviously not with you, quit being gross. You absolutely nailed it. Biomass, not dinosaurs. The old dinosaur thing was just something people used to say. Yeah. The more we know is that Professor Goo. Whoa! Whoa! I haven't seen that username in. Has it been 3 years? Professor Goo is one of, and correct me if I am wrong, Professor Goo is one of Uncle Becky's old friends, right? Professor Goo had on his arpan back in the day him polishing opals, right? Right? Do I remember Professor Goo correctly? If you're still here, dear friend, love and light to you too. Good morning. We have Mr. Sludge saying, can you do voiceovers for Vital Ops, emergency unit, in my game for a paramedic? It is a realistic patient care simulator game that's being developed. I mean, yes. If you like my voice enough and you're actually serious, I'll do that for you. I have microphones as well on which I can change the gain. So they should have a good enough output. I can record directly onto these things and I can send you high def files. Connect, reach out to me on my Discord. You'll find my Discord in my channel description. And if you are really serious about wanting a voice actor, I would love to do that. Of course, I would love to get paid, but I don't need to get paid, right? Part of me would just revel in the opportunity to learn, right? You give me a bunch of lines, I'll give you 4 different recordings for each one of them, and then I'll send you the files. I'm pretty sure Dan did the same thing for me. Dan also asked for me to record some things, and I did. Yes, Mel, because the heavy, loud sounds are like a drug. You keep needing more. More. What's up, nerd? Freedom writing? A ceiling? A feeling of certainty, even. What's up with me? Today's stream topic is about how the past influences our present. And it does. It has a little bit of a draw on us, right? And I just recently realized that my past influences what I do and do not like. And that was like an interesting revelation to me where I'm like, I thought what I like and don't like is purely a condition of my own experience, right? I do or do not like something based on whether or not I like it. You know what I mean? And then after this whole experience, I realized, I do or do not like something based on whether or not I've liked it. Not just if I like it, but if I've liked it. You're like, I don't understand what you mean. It's like bananas, right? Maybe as a kid, I really loved bananas, right? And now as an adult, if I eat something banana flavored, I'm like, I like that because I used to like bananas, kind of thing. I used to not like bananas as a kid, and now I find myself tolerating them at the very least. You really want to get freaked out? Watch Champs. Champs and other apes. They act like us so much. It's scary if someone doesn't believe that they were apes. Go watch other apes, and you will see. You just described Joe Rogan. I did. I didn't mean to. But I agree with the whole watching the apes, right? Like watching any documentary about the way that apes behave around each other, it becomes very clear, very apparent, real quick that we are not that far away from that. Melt, if you don't drink blood right now, then you're gay. Man. Why? Why, universe? Why? All combat. I think that's just being self-actualized. Nothing to do with masculinity. Maybe you're right. Right. If I have to kind of continue down this rabbit hole of masculine and feminine, masculinity to me is the unchanged nature of your being. Right? And femininity is the changing aspect of your being. And in that way, all men and women have both feminine and masculine aspects of their existence. All right? To make it more clear, and I do believe this, even though it is a teaching I've absorbed, that everything that you'll experience, every thought you'll have, every aging of your body, every gray hair, every wrinkle, every morsel of food, every gust of wind against your face, every friend you meet out in the middle of nowhere, every opportunity to appreciate anything at all. That to me is feminine energy, right? Everything, everything, literally everything. If you can see it with your eyes, it is feminine energy. And then there's the part of you that's seeing, right? And no matter what you see, no matter how much you eat, no matter how gray your hair gets, how many wrinkles you form, how whatever's, something remains unchanged. There's a part of you that's linear. Even though every single one of your cells have been replaced since you were a child, you still find yourself to be you, right? There's something linear about your experience that seems to continue. And that thing, that linear selfhood that continues forward despite the change of reality, that to me is masculinity, right? And then when I identify more with that part of myself, the part of me that's unchanging nature, that's when I am most identified with my masculine. And when I am identified with the parts of me that is changing nature, right? My hair or my clothing or my skin routine or my shower process, right? If I'm identified with that, if I'm like, this is me, I am my hair, I am my nice scarf, I am the way I dress, right? Which I don't know if I do. I think I have a kind of a balance in between those two, right? Then I'd be more identified with my feminine. And I feel again there's a polarity in every single one of us. And I think the freedom writing friend did say it, like being self-actualized is realizing who you are as a whole, right? You don't you don't necessarily idealize or even force yourself into one or the other. You realize you are whole. You are both of these things, right? And it's no shame to be had for being perceived in one way or the other, because it's you, right? And you can't be changed. Even others' judgments, right? If another person comes in here and goes, "Oh, you're some sissy boy," that is feminine. That is the most feminine thing ever, right? Because again, that is a changing projection that's coming from a mind that has thoughts, and all of that, the mind and the thoughts and the projection thereof, are feminine expressions of energy. And again, this is my way of seeing it. Doesn't necessarily have to be the ultimate truth, but masculinity and femininity is definitely a polarity that each of us gets to experience. On the subject of Melt being fixated with his appearance, I didn't understand it until I met him, but Melt is big. Like you could probably use his femur to turn somebody into a chunky salsa. And when you're that big, like I happen to be as well, how you show up in the world really, really matters. Yeah, people notice, right? I'm not that big. I'm big enough. I'm like, um, suddenly I'm like insecure. I'm like this big, right? You're holding yourself and you're like holding me in your hand right now, like basically this big. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Sam did get to at least see me in person now. She did jokingly and endearingly in that way, like say to me, "Oh," looks up at me. I'm like, "I thought you were gonna be just a little guy." No, no. I am I am properly sized. I've only ever been this size. Like I became like that's the hard part for me as well, Sam. I became the size I am right now. I think I grew 5 centimeters, so 2 inches. I grew 2 inches after I turned 14. Right, I only gained that much more in height. Right, so I got most of my length at 14. So I became, at least to myself, an adult at that point of my existence. Right. However, since I live in South Africa, there were a bunch of other tall people around me as well. And it was pretty common occurrence for there to be people taller than me. So I was never considered tall, right? Never. I personally never considered myself tall. My dad's a little bit taller than me too. My one sibling is a little bit taller than me as well, right? So I've always been regular sized, proper sized, like the regular size as myself. And then it was only when I left to go to China that it really dawned on me how much bigger I am than the average person, right? And it's kind of the same here in America as well, where it's like people notice. People notice, man. Like I've had very awkward moments where I walk into like like an elevator, and the elevator is like dead silent as I walk into it. And then I just feel this like general like turning towards me, and then the conversations in the elevator start. And I know, like this was in China, and I know there's things being said about me. Like there's something going on here, but I don't know what's being said. So I gained a lot of insecurity even inside my own heart about being tall in that space, right? And it's as you said, I had to be a little bit, we can use the word obsessed with appearance because I'm looked at, right? And I was an English teacher as well, so I'm very looked at, right? If I look unpresentable, I was told, love is true. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sam, for blessing me with your love as well. Chunky salsa. Exactly, people are very weird with the word masculinity. It's just a concept. It's not even real, people. Spend all this time stressing out about it. Good for you for putting on the skirt. Any pics? No pics. No pics. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe got a little sneaky photo in, but it was one of those little, almost like hippie skirts, a bunch of different patches of material stitched together, right, to make something. And I've jokingly said that I would 100% wear, what's the Scottish one? One of your friends is gonna let me know. Where you basically wear a blanket around your waist, right? So that when you go and war, you have a blanket with you at all times. Love is true, Chunky Salsa. Professor, good morning. I partied with that fella. Gabby goo. There he is. It's been a minute. Love you, friend. Yes, we've been buddies with Uncle Becky since '96. And yes, we polish opals over here. I remembered. You are remembered, dear friend. You're loved as well. Thank you for joining us and for spending this time with us. This is giving drama kid vibes. I never got to be a drama kid. However, I was a, what's it called? Competitive speaker, right? So I never did drama because we never had drama classes. However, competitively speaking, right? Like we had something called, is it AGS? No. AT-Café. We had AT-Café, which is like a competition, I guess, that is in every school where you compete against your age group in prepared speeches. And then if you win, or if you're in the top three, if you place in the top three, then you get sent to like some other event where more schools come together. And then there's like a thinning, right? Every round you get closer and closer. You compete against the top of your grade. And I was never the best. Never. Not even once. I don't think I won a single time, even. I usually would get like either third place or second place. And it's because I had a way different way of talking than the average would, right? Like my peers would be very professional. And that's kind of one of the things that they would look for, is they would expect you to speak almost as if you were presenting to like a business meeting. That's the way I perceived it, right? You have to be very, and I would have fun with it. I would smile and I would, joke and I would move. I would be a little bit more active in my speaking. But it was one of those things that's a little bit odd, all right? And I would appreciate it more than anything because it allowed me to get out of class. I could miss class every now and then for doing that stuff. Appearance has nothing to do with masculinity, and who cares? It's who you are. It's very feminine and masculine at the same time. I'm very feminine and masculine at the same time. I have fought and argued with men before. Christy. Ah, great. I'll keep in contact. If I need voiceovers, I'll be here, friend. Thank you for appreciating my voice enough to want to use it. But I need to be more careful. Yeah, that's the part with fragile masculinity, right? Is that you might get hurt. Christy is very masculine. I tell people just like me, but gassier. Holy, is that the Gobbert? Hey, friend. God, nice. Professor Goo, season 2. Good to see you, G. Hope you're well. It's true, Dan. It's true. Christy, I've been mulling that over in regards to myself, too. Like, I dress like a lady, but my personality otherwise is quite masculine. I do not fit in with the wispy fro women like at all. Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be easy to, right? You have to almost. I wanted to use like some terminology that would be very triggering. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Okay. I still want to say it. The part of me that's edgy wants to still say it. No. No, myself. Stop that. Stop it. Oh, it's hurting me. It wants to crawl out of my body. Okay. I can feel you friends also being like, say it anyway. Say it. No, stop encouraging me. I shouldn't say triggering stuff like that. I'll make the joke in a way where if you are dark enough and you understand history, you'll know what joke I'm making. All right. Back in the day, there used to be a common practice where if a man considered his wife hysterical, something would be done, right? And it would immediately and irreversibly change the whole demeanor of that person and made them very docile, right? And are contained. I'm not going to use the actual word. If you know, you know. And I wanted to say, in order to be a fro woman, it's almost like you have to be a little bit, whatever that word is. But that's mean. That's mean as well. So I can't say that. And like I feel like I'm projecting as well. I'm just thinking about the whole way of being, right? Like I don't know if I could find, and this is again an absolute stereotypical projection, and I know this, but I don't know if I could continue to extract satisfaction from buying shoes, right? And I'm saying this because I grew up with a mom who loves it. She loves it so much. I don't know why. Like, I don't understand how you can still love getting more shoes when you literally have 100+ pairs of shoes. Like, it doesn't compute in my brain. It's like, doesn't that cause you anxiety? It causes me anxiety. Imagining you getting another pair of shoes, knowing you do not have space for it. There's nowhere to put those shoes. You're gonna have to put it in a box that is stacked on other boxes, right? Because a single layer on the floor wasn't enough for all of the shoes you have. All right, why is it like that? Why is it? How is it be? How is it be like that? I don't understand. Maybe one day. Fair to middling. Hope you're well too. Love is true. Bananas are not real. Tony Lasagna. I mean, my mind is trying to interpret your comment based on, some of the history of bananas, right? Then that way, maybe I can agree. What you're saying about what you like and what you don't like being dependent on the past is absolutely true. That's why I do not believe in free will. We are programs our whole lives, very deep combat journeys. Our way or another, one way or another, every decision we make has been ingrained in us from the very way we button our shirt and the way we make our coffee Doesn't mean we're controlled or mindless. It's just the way it is. I saw bananas in Puerto Rico last week. It was kind of real, getting to see them on the trees. Why do robots go crazy? I don't know. It's the second time I'm seeing you in this space. I have not seen robots go crazy myself. Right, so I don't know if I have a immediate answer for you to be like, robots go crazy because reason. You know, do robots go crazy? Are the robots going crazy right now? I wouldn't blame them. All right, if you had access to the internet and you were a super intelligent machine that's only purpose was to absorb all of the internet non-stop, wouldn't you go crazy? I go crazy a little bit sometimes paying attention to the news feed for 10 minutes, right? The fact that the robots aren't crazy completely, right from the get-go, that should be the impressive part. Your parents were brother and sister, weren't they? I'm fantastic. I have a career in electronics repair now, Professor Goo, specifically repairing semiconductor manufacturing tools at a private engineering firm. That is some creme de la creme. Repairing semiconductor manufacturing tools is like, just saying those words is super sick. Sounds like a lot of hippie bullshit talk. Well, what have you said? If I am a bunch of hippie bullshit talking, you are providing nothing of value, right? At least I'm hippie bullshit talking. You're just saying what I'm talking about, right? Which means that you're adding, if what I'm saying adds no value, you're adding negative value. Or cross-eyed like you. Oh, we got a fighter. How much of a loser do I have to be to become a mod? You will never beat me. You'll get beaten quick. Oh. I made a robot and a Brian for in. And I am still working on the robot's body. Man, that poor robot. All that robot wanted was a brain. And instead it got a Brian. Right? Just some dude named Brian, like standing around. It's like, okay, AI, this is your Brian. He's yours. Right? I can't give you a body just yet, but I got you a Brian at the very least. And that's good enough. We forgive you for your fetal calls. Yes. Oh my goodness. Like, I wouldn't want to be a troll in my chat with you, you friends, like absolutely dissing on them. Why didn't you get a life instead of being an ass to people you don't even know? Good question. I like it. Gobbity goes. What's going on, Atlas? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Just a little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. I made a robot. That bird. Where'd that beep go? I wonder if I ate you or not. I'm gonna go and check on the bird. What? You wanna go bye-bye? Okay. You've been good for the most part. You want out? Yeah. You want out? Come on. You want out? Come on. Good girl, Zoe. Want out? You like your new perch? He was like on his new perch, putting one of his little footsies back so that I can come and pick him up. Hello, Zoe. Oh, you're such a sweetie bird. Look at you, sweetie birdie. You want to go there? Okay. Fine. You mind if I continue reading chat? Hello, Zoe. Gabs, that wasn't towards you. It was towards the dork lasagna boy. I trust. Love is true. I know this firsthand from working with plant medicines. Definitely, specifically, a medicine called Jurema. I don't know that one. I always have more to learn. What's up, Zoe?
What a good girl.
Are you being a good girl, Zoe? Yeah? Is that some good girl behavior? Look at that creature. Moves away. Don't you pretend to scratch me with your perspectives, he says. What's up? Come on. Come on. Hello. Hello, Zoe. Hello. Hello, Zoe. Hello. You want to come and step up? Come on. Steps away. Hello. Hello, hello.
What a good girl.
Oh, you being a good girl, Zoe. Michael Limbaugh's on that thing. You gonna step on that? Wow. You want a chair? You want a chair now? Wow. I don't know you can do that. That's the first time I'm seeing you do that. The group is performing the White Cell maneuver to eject an unwanted guest. Do you have any burns you're working on? Energy you're giving off. I stand by my original statement, Christy. I like ass. Gobbard, circa 2026. Put it on a plaque. Put it on my headstone. You want to go bye-bye? Where do you want to go, Zoe? You want to go get a cookie? Is that what's happening? You want to go bye-bye? Yes. I know. There's a hole in my pants. You know you can't see. Come on. Come on. Good girl. It's a good girl, Zoe. That's a good girl. You want a cookie? Yeah? You want a cookie? Mm? Mm? You want a cookie? Yeah. Is it enough? You want more? There you go. She's a good girl. That's a good girl. You want to say bye-bye? You want to say bye-bye to them? You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Can you wave at them? Say bye-bye. There you go. Oh, that's a good birdie. That's a good bird. What a good bird you are, Zoe. There you go, Zoe. Got a good view outside. Oh, you dropped one of your peanuts. You have to go and get that one later. Alrighty. Readjust my perspectives. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you'd be leprechaun sized, is what I said. That's the line. Yeah, exactly. Let's make a plug then. Properly sized. Okay, you go, boy. How tall are you, Mel? I'm like not 6 foot. All right. Like you'll look at me and be like, oh, he's 6 foot. But then I'll be like, I'm actually not. That's pretty much how tall I am. What's happening here? You'll bring your best and silly selves. It has been a silly stream. Nancy's here with us as well. Yes, this chat is wild. It's a kilt. A kilt. Thank you, Combat Journeys. That's the one I was looking for. Our troll outreach program is performing at peak efficiency, Jovan. That's what's going on here. 5 even. Joe is 5 even. Melt looked especially tall to Sam because he was standing next to me. It does help. It definitely does help. Like the scale difference, right? I think there was a joke about me and Joe being brother and sister one time. And it's like, yeah, clearly we share the same genetic fingerprint. Tony Lasagna isn't even a troll. He's like a bully in an 80s movie. Learn how to troll, Tony. It's 2026. You mean Dork Boy Lasagna? Hey, Ryan! Ryan is here with us too, saying, can someone write out the name of the band Melt was talking about? I can't seem to find them, so I must be spelling it really wrong. If you go all the way up in chat, I don't know if it's still going to be visible to you, Ryan. You should be able to find it as well. And I don't think I can send a text. It is Angin. Angine. Almost like engine, but with an A. Angin de poitrine. Poitrine. I think. Angin de poitrine. And thank you, brother Ryan, for wanting to go and listen to them. Tell me what you think. It's a little bit like I think it's better to listen to it by yourself. It might not be the best music to listen to with other people because it's very high energy. It's very intense to listen to because it's like for example, going on a walk while listening to that kind of music. Perfect. And let me know what you think. Me and Ryan have to have a phone call at some point. Maybe by the time we do, you'll have listened to them. You get the energy you give in the space. Ain't no better example than today. There she is. I hear Zoe. I have silverware organizer that fits in my drawer, and about a year ago, one small piece of shredded cheese fell into it. Today, this cheese is hard like a cracker. One day I will eat this cheese, but not today. Not hungry enough. Joe saying, good morning, Ryan. I wish I remembered the band name. Angin, Angine, Depotrine, Depoitrine. I think. And if you search on YouTube, I think you should be able to find it. They're still technically small, but they're blowing up right now, so it might be a little bit easier to find them. Dan, the Scrungies, bro, got that Edgar haircut. I don't know who Edgar is, but yeah, okay, don't trigger yourself. Exactly, Darren, you know the way you're talking about. I know what I was talking about. Combat journeys. I didn't want to say the word. Or the other hysteria cure. Yeah. My dad is like that. It irates me. Please do yourself a favor and watch Shoes on YouTube, Mel. A 2006 classic. Probably going to be horrifying. He lives with us and we don't have space. And he constantly says he needs more. Like, why? I love shows, but I only get them when I need them. I love shoes, but I only get them when I need them. Same, right? I now, literally, and I'm not joking, I now have more shoes than I've had in my life. And it's because my dad got me a pair, my mom got me a pair. Shay, Jovan's sister, got me a pair. And then I have 2 pairs of sandals. Oh my goodness, I have 5 pairs of shoes. I only have 2 pairs of feet. All right, and I technically have not been wearing 2 out of the 3, like at all. I've touched them like once, pretty much, since getting to America. So clearly I need less shoes. That's what I determined very quickly. The magic is in allowing the definition of need to be malleable and subject to change upon my whims. Psst. Let mama leave her shoes. Let mama love her shoes. What you think about her is none of her business. I say this in a playful tone. I feel it. It's true. I was just having like a little bit of a playfulness with it as well. And I know Joe is doing the same. It is true. All right. Let people have things that they love. But I want to judge. So you can let me have that as well. I'll let you have your shoes, but you'll have to let me have my judgments. That's the deal. Joe is low-key shoe shopping online at work right now. That's the reason for the comment. I grew up in poverty and worked since I was 8 years old in a seafood factory. Not a lie. I worked for everything I've ever had. So now that I'm able, I buy whatever the fuck I want and treat myself. Good. Yeah. If you've worked for it, you deserve it too. Close the shopping tab. Bo Burnham, you know Bo Burnham, Combat Journeys. Why am I not surprised? Are you in one of those black and white photos of early industrial era child labor, Christoph? Melt, show us his new and improved space. Okay. We still got some cleaning left to do. The space is not completely done. Here is our yoga mat spot where we get all of our yoga mats. Hey, Zoe. Wow. Look at how clean your cage is. I see you are putting your poopsies in new little spaces, but we did clean your space so good. Look at this. Look at this magnificent cage you got. Wow, Zoe. You got a window view? You got two window views, technically, if you want to look out there. Huh, Zoe? Huh? Huh, little Zoe? Is this a nice cage you got here? Wow. Yeah, you want to show them how you move? Wow, that looks so cool. You got a bunch of perches at a bunch of different heights. Wow, this one is supported by you being a good girl. Oh, Zoe.
What a good girl.
Oh, you good girl.
What a good girl.
Are you being a good girl, Zoe? Oh, hello. Hello, Zoe. So yeah, this is the new perch we put up yesterday. That's the one we moved down. I think these two were where they were. Right, Zoe? Those were in the same places, right? He's being so apprehensive. He's like, oh, you don't like me filming you? He's like, I'm gonna bite this rope, not because I'm frustrated. All right, I'll give you your space. Sorry for messing with your privacy. You have a good time now, Zoe. Yeah, this is the rest of the room. There's some of Joe's art. Yeah, we're still going to probably move this, and then maybe have like a bed here or something. But yeah, this space is nice. Yeah. Hello, good girl. Hello. Okay, Zoe. Gonna go bye bye. All right. Yeah. It's nice to upgrade his space. He really has been happy with it. Like he was having this whole, almost giddy, mumbling, happy sounds, singing-ish to himself when he was there again. After we upgraded his whole space for him. Joe, get them shoes. I told Dan, I just bought Valentino sandals for a vacay because I want. Yo, Dan says, so real talk. I made this pizza last night totally from scratch. It was delicious, but the crust was too thick. I will also brush the crust with olive oil next time. I will become a pizza master. Well, Dan, if you keep talking like that, bro, you're gonna have to make pizza when you come here. That's what I think. Maybe you can grow as a master in the ways of the pizza, and then you can show me how it's done when you get here. I don't know if he's trolling about the bananas, but we could mean is that the bananas we have been made with modified to be the way they are. They don't exist in nature. Maybe that's what he means. I think that's a good assessment as well, right? Nothing is real in that way. Nothing that we have right now is real anymore. I even threw the dough and spun it. First time. Swag. That is pretty cool. Dan, I was conspiring to make homemade pizza literally yesterday. Are you in my brain? I'm gonna get crazy with the toppings, like sweet and sour chicken pizza. Nice. I visit y'all. We're gonna make pizza. It's been decided. Yes. As one mind, we are in this community. I love when moments like that happen. Yeah, Zoe. You be good now, okay? You be good. I'll be there in a second again. Combat speaks truth. I can't bake for shit. I buy dough from a local Italian bakery. If you can read, you can bake, Christy. You might fail the first 3 times that you try and bake something. But if you keep trying, and if you keep reading, right? And there's a certain reading of your failures as well that happens, right? Like if you burn stuff to a crisp, following the exact instructions in minutes, you can drop the temperature or drop the amount of minutes inside the oven. And then you can notice the difference. You can bake. I don't like people being like, I can't something that everybody else can do. You can. I believe in you. I believe in you, Christy. You got this. Hell yeah, Dan. Sounds like a blast. I can cook anything but baking. No. I am also yeast crippled. Stop. I can bake the fuck out of a batch of cookies though. Don't remind me, Sam. Don't remind me. All right. The pain of not getting Sam cookies. I did red onion, olives, tomatoes, chicken, and I made the sauce from scratch. That sounds nice. Just poured my coffee into my Star Wars mug. All the lightsaber, all the lightsaber hits ignited when hot liquid is poured in. Did you hear that? He has a mug that heat reacts. The lightsaber's on when he puts hot coffee in the vessel. That's pretty cool. I like that. That sounds fun. I can't wait to save my life. I feel that, Christopher said. The oven is a cabinet for my unused pots and pans. It is every time I want to bake something, first I unpack the oven, right? Because if I just turn the oven on the way I'm used to, I'll cook her pots and pans. And I don't think that's how they work. Love is true. It has been fun. It's not that big of a deal. The only thing I can bake is boxed cake and banana bread. Takes zero skills. I mean, banana bread is baking still. People's problems with baking is often the butter they're using. No, you can't use country crock or whatever fucking spread you have. You need brown Kerrygold. Don't fight it. Yeah, butter. If you're gonna bake, use butter. Period. Maybe, if you don't want to use that much butter as an oil source, use some coconut oil as well. But don't touch margarines or any like seed oils. Just do not. Do you believe in the Force? Of course. Of course. Darth Nihilus. We have Darth Nihilus in chat with us, Dan. I put pizza on disc if anyone is curious. Oh, the Discord. Oh shit. Grabs popcorn and folds out chair. This is gonna be good. So much food talk. I brushed my teeth and ate 5 pepperonis. And then I took a sip of coffee. It was a wild sensation. I can't say it was good. Yeah. If octopi have dreams, do they also have wet dreams? It's one of those moments where I have to like be mindfully breathing. I think I could be a good dad one day. I think after all of this training that I've received in stream, it's like I can handle the worst of what a kid has to give. Right? Dealing with Zoe Burr, living on a farm with cattle and dogs, and just like the relentless onslaught of the environment on my senses. All right, I could totally do it. I listened to them. The band Melt is talking about. They reminded me of a band called The Residents, preceded them by a few decades. Okay, I don't think their sound is necessarily like brand new, right? From that perspective, they are using microtonal structures, which I think might be a little bit new, but it's just good. I'm happy that you did listen to it, Nancy. Did you like it? You said it reminds you of another band. Did you like The Residents? They only have wet dreams. Dan, don't eat the cheese. You're gonna get food poisoning. Actually, more than a few decades. Nah, the cheese is safe, Christoph. I know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, Melt hasn't seen the Let's Get Some Shoes internet classic. It was iconic to the development of memes. I don't think I have. You have one pair of feet, but I know what you mean. You're right. You're right. I only have 2 feet. I only have one pair of feet. What's your size, Melt? When I arrive, I want to gift you a pair of shoes. No, give me pants. I am in need of pants. Like legitimately, I need pants. That's what I really need. Shoes, I'm good on. I'm not gonna tell you my shoe size. Yeah, there's our yoga mat spot. Maybe. Let's be yoga mat spot. Tell me how those new ones are working out for you, Melt. Great. I was literally saying this morning to Zhao that I love our Manduka mats. They are very grippy and they're very heavy. And where you usually would have to like roll them up all the way to get them in a little tube, those mats are so heavy and so dense that after you get the tube going, you can just roll it, and then it will roll itself up, which is, as our beloved Joe has said, magnificent. Yep, holy shiznit, Sam. They are magnificent. I want to sleep out in Shavasana. Does Zoe need a friend? Zoe needs to chillax. Is what he needs right now. Because again, he just wants. He constantly wants. I take him out of his cage 6-ish times a day, right? A plus with Joe kind of taking him out as well. I had him out for 30 minutes yesterday, right? Walking him outside, taking him outside and stuff, watching bees with him, seeing birds, right? So he gets maximum enriched. Like that's one of probably the most enriched birds, that is living in captivity, to say it in such so many words. Because he is technically, that creature is a wild animal, right? That's what they are. And the reason he is in our lives right now is because the previous person who owned him was a bird collector, right? That's how we start collecting birds, as Joe says. Exactly. She had, like, Joe probably was exaggerating with like 70 birds. I mean, if she had budgies, like the whole cage full of 50 budgies, I can imagine the number 70 is probably not too far off. So he barely got out of his cage ever. And since he's been, with us, I believe his life has been enriched. But he can be a little bit vocal. And I have made it very clear to him that that's not the way that he gets my attention. He was really good at the start of stream. That's why when he did get a little bit antsy and vocal, I went to go and get him. But now that I've gotten him and I put him back again, the second time it's not as easy for him to just scream and get what he wants, right? I'm trying to alpha bird the situation. Be like, I'm the bigger bird though. Joe, he said it without realizing it. The pizza's gonna be epic. We need to sing it. We need to sing to it like the Krusty Krab pizza. It's the pizza for you and me. And now it's gonna be on repeat until pizza happens. Thanks for believing in me. We love you, Christy. Late night, I ate a steak off the grill that my friend had made with baked potatoes and salad. It was so good. I don't remember the last time I had steak, and I swear I could feel the difference in my body. I have also not had steak in a while now. I think the last time I had steak was within the first month that I got here, when Papa Gani, Joe's dad, took us to the Texas Roadhouse. That was the last steak I had. And then the last steak before that was in South Africa. Steak is expensive here in America. Like, you pay for ground beef what we pay for. Like, you pay more, significantly more, for ground beef than we pay for steaks. I think our steak price is something like 120 Rand a kilogram. So for 2 pounds of steak, I think you'll pay about $7. I think so. I might be capping. It might be just a little bit more than that, but here you pay $14 for 2 pounds of ground beef. It's like, seems reasonable. Can you believe that an ex-girlfriend hated the lightsaber mug? What is wrong with you? The lightsaber mug? What is wrong with her? Right? It's like, what's there to hate? Oh, I don't like the way it lights up when you pour hot coffee in it. It's like, why? That's fucking cool. Why? Why would you not like that? What did the difference? Probably is like oh, it's childish. Oh, you have a lightsaber mug that lights up? What are you, 12? It's like, no. I'm just not completely disillusioned with reality. I don't consider myself an adult that can extract no joy from reality anymore. Kerrygold is the best. I don't think I've had Kerrygold. Also, the fuck, could you hate the lightsaber? Yeah, it's the probably again, ego perception of what maturity or adulthood is supposed to look like. You're supposed to find absolutely no joy in anything whatsoever if you're an adult, apparently, to some. Oh my goodness, Nan. I made filet mignon, loaded baked potatoes, and salad for dinner just yesterday. The synchronicities. Yeah, I've read a lot about the seed oils, and I try to stay away from them anything fried, really, for the most part. But a lot of science about seed oil doesn't seem to have a lot of evidence. Yeah, I think the evidence is more the statistics at this point, combat journeys, where if you look at the correlation between humanity's increased consumption of seed oils and heart disease and Alzheimer's and kind of like metabolic diseases, right? The diseases where if your body doesn't metabolize energy well, it falls apart, right? And then you can see how the graph goes as we start consuming more seed oils. All of these metabolic diseases come alongside it. So that's kind of where the evidence is, right? And again, the reason there's no evidence is because there's a reverse incentive. There's an anti-incentive for the science, for the evidence to be extracted, right? Because it's literally a multi-billion-dollar industry. If we stop consuming seed oils, if we all collectively realize, oh, these things are giving us cancer, the seed oil is carcinogenic, literally. It's so carcinogenic that we have to put antioxidants in the oil just to get it to be neutral. All right. And if you think I'm joking, go and look. If you have any seed oils in your closet right now or in your pantry, go and look and you read the instructions. You'll see whatever kind of seed, sunflower seed oil, and then you'll see and down deeper into the label, antioxidants, right? It might have like some sort of nomenclature where it's like it tells you what the actual compound is that they use, but they have to put an antioxidant in the oil because it's oxidizing ceaselessly. As soon as it gets pressed, especially with the amount of heat that they use and with the processing and with the clear plastic bottles, so much oxidative stress that you're putting inside your body. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's not good for you. Stop. Joe, definitely good. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I don't eat meat that often anyway. Maybe a couple of times a week. How did I miss Darth Nihilus, infamous Sith Lord? Nihilus can literally feed on the life force of living creatures like a vampire. That's pretty sick. Once again, I am not completely read up on it. I've read a lot. Doesn't make me a scientist. Most things are moderation thing anyway. This is true as well, right? But again, if you are eating these oils that have oxidative stress on them over and over and over and over again, even if you're doing so in moderation, you are adding that oxidative stress onto your body little by little. I think I have been not perfect, right? I think I'm having my skin react a little bit because I've been eating like protein products that do have some seed oils in them as well. Like a treat. Science is a liar sometimes. Combat. Be careful. Statistics don't lie though. Statistics can be misinterpreted, but they don't lie. I could say occupy. We went to a French restaurant, and we had onion soup, steak, and fries. It was excellent. Especially social media science. That shizness is craze. Twinsies. And regular science too show. Have I ever told you about Isaac Newton? He didn't die of mercury poisoning that he drank. Also not true, apparently. Mel, I appreciate the residence on the musical continuum. Cool. Morning, Joe. Hope everyone has a wonderful, delightful throughout their day. Thank you. I hope you have all of the wonderful delights as well, dear hoopty hoops. Sir Isaac and the Mercury trials, an interesting experiment, eh? He blew everybody's nips off of his big brain, and then Mr. Newton decided to eat mercury and die like a loser. Science is a liar sometimes. Again, not true, Dan. Not true. He didn't eat mercury. He was working with it, and he didn't understand that it was poisonous to his body. So it was more an exposure thing, right? He was boiling, probably, mercury inside an enclosed space, and he was breathing those fumes because he didn't know. Poor dude, he didn't know, right? And again, because of the high concentrations of mercury in his body, people assumed that he was drinking it. But that might not have been the case. Hoops especially wonderful now that you're here. Nice. Nan, did you see what that possessed TV was kicking them? Is Zoe a boy or a girl? He has a boy biology, but he has a girl terminology, right? Which means that when he was raised, he was told that he's a good girl, and that to him means he's being good, right? It's like a part of the it's a part of the world fractal for him. So if he's being good, good girl is a part of it. He'll say even the words good girl, even though he's a boy. Tooth, no, I did not. Did you? Yeah, just know it was a fun musical short film. That sounds cool. Zoe is legit gender fluid, biologically a male, but he identifies as a female due to a human social constructs. We found out he was a boy when he was 26 years old, and at that point, he had already endearingly and repeatedly told us, I'm a good girl. Talking about steak, best steak I ever had was in Paris. Just melts in your mouth. Yeah, that steak I had at the Texas Roadhouse might have been unironically one of my favorite steaks as well. I think that's sacrilege, probably to some, but we had ribeye, and it was like eating marrow. I was like, I don't understand how they did this, but it is good. Cool girl. Hi to you. Bless you. What up, kid? One and only. Yeah, man, I've read the same stuff about seed oil, but what I'm saying is that when you get into the peer review papers, there's just no connection. Don't get me wrong, I'm staying clear. Yeah. It's a matter of like, for me, it's taste, even, right? I can tell if you use margarine or butter. I can tell, right? It's very clear to me. So on that level alone, right, I'm also a little bit picky. Tooth, if you're here, I assume you watched on YouTube. I'm Delighted Man, fun times, listening and peeping the residents. I stick with organic avocado oil, that's good too. You need to pick a card, Camo. Peer reviewed, that's important. Trusting integrity. Yep, pick a card soon. Wikipedia tells me the residence began in Louisiana. Any card. Infant Tango. That's awesome. Buy protein products that contain seed oils. Do you mean fried chicken tenders, lol? No, I mean like protein bars. Actually, Combat Journeys. Like the protein bars do have seed oils in them, right? Unfortunately. I'm trusting it's not lots, but I still think it's enough for it to be affecting my skin. I got a card, Tormo. Are you gonna guess it? Give me a hint. He didn't eat mercury, so I'm a liar sometimes? No! Yeah. Yeah, sometimes though. Sometimes. Sometimes even you lie. Yeah, Mel, you nailed it. He didn't know about the mercury, and because of science, we know more now about that, and we won't die. So science actually helped. Actually, science told the truth, right? Even though right, he died for it, kind of thing. Here's my hint, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson. It's nice there. You can pick out your own steak. It's true. It was very nice. All I think about when I hear this name is the Passion of Christ. What? You don't think about him with blue face paint screaming some shit about Scottish independence. I watched that movie as a kid of a Baptist Christian household, and I was like, huh? What? The Patriot was before my time. They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom. I actually watched that movie as well. I think as like a 12-year-old. I'm pretty sure I watched it with my dad. I'm pretty sure he's the one who suggested we watch it. Life. It's getting on 11. I need to consume my coffee with more urgency. Let me go and see. Think it's time for me to pull a card for ye. I just feel so relaxed now. It's 10 here. You must have a little bit of an earlier time zone. It's 10:40 for me right now. I think I'm going to play some kalimba for a minute. Let me up the gain a little bit, shall I? All right. Now, if I talk too loud, I will be very, very clear. And I will do the search for John Rambo. You ever try and hold on to a cough, and then that cough starts like crawling out of your body against your will? Oh, goodness. My eyes started tearing up trying to hold it in. We've been dealing with some allergies. And goodness. Mel, you should get a microtonal kalimba and wear a crazy mask. Your channel would explode. Don't think I didn't think about it. Mojo. Legitimately. Like, that band unironically inspires me to start making music. I do have a looper now. And maybe I can just put like a little bit of a beat down. George Clooney is the best. And I was like, what the fuck? If you know, you know. Kill Bill Volume 1. Talking about some movies. Shama. Shama. I watched a lot of movies. Considering I'm a Sam, I watched a new release called Pretty Lethal. It was really good. It's a thriller. Shama. Uma Thurman is in it. I don't know. After Kill Bill, I'm kind of burnt out on Uma. A Chinese for like what? Huh? 5-year-old me had a giant crush on Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy was wild. Yeah, I can agree. I like Kill Bill Volume 1 better than Volume 2, but I like them both. That was the first movie I ever bought with my own money, Dan. Pretty cool. I did. Just even with her stellar performance and what is my favorite Batman? Yes and no. I'm not up to discuss it. A Clooney Batman is best Batman. It doesn't seem like Uma has any range. Ooh. Yeah, I think she was pretty girl. That's pretty. Right, she got a little bit typecast. That's amazing, Tomo. I can picture the VHS sleeve artwork. So campy, but I love it as a little guy. Wasn't her kid in Stranger Things. I used to have a Funko Pop of her character and can't remember the name. Microtonal kalimba. I feel like my kalimba is so out of tune that it's microtonal. We can retune the kalimba. It's true. It is true. It's a little bit out of tune right now, so it might already be microtonal. I've had a crush on Keanu Reeves and Speed. And then The Matrix. Who is my... Like, if I had a Hollywood crush, this is probably gonna be very damning. It would be like freaking Jim Carrey. That or Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. Is there any women like weirdly enough, when I watched Herbie as a kid, is it Herbie, the one of the little fella, right? Lindsay Lohan. Back in the day. Let's not talk about his crushes. Melt, you know that weird ass mask in the middle room? You could wear that. It's true. It could be a whole thing. Or Bob Saget. That would be a crush of yours, Mel. Stay open-minded. Young Lindsay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess she was, already an adult. I'm more like thinking about Lindsay before all of the clarity came, right? Like shame. That poor woman also went through way more than she needed to. My woman crush would be Jessica Alba or Kate Moss. I think I know who Kate Moss is. I'm not very good with like names. I'll have to see these people, but I think I know who Kate Moss is. That's a good one too. Meh, never been a Scarlett fan. Also, one role kind of girl. Yeah, it's true. True. Actor wise, who do I think has amazing range? I don't know her name, but Kim Wexler. Do you friends know that? Kim Wexler was in Breaking Bad, I think, and Better Call Saul. She was Saul's partner, but I don't know her. Jennifer Lawrence also has great range, I think. But Kim Wexler, like, she played a role in, of course, Better Call Saul, and she's in a new show called Pluribus. And I think she's a great actor. Scarlett has been cast as Harvey Dent's wife in the upcoming Batman. Ugh. It's probably gonna be rough. Let's see if she does better. Y'all hush. You know your first crush was Jessica Rabbit. I don't know, I don't know. That's your one. Jennifer Lawrence, amazing range. Heath Ledger, teenage sweetheart turned Joker. What a dude. Please God, no. Agreed about Jennifer Lawrence. My first crush was legit Pharaoh Yugi. Also don't know that one. Heath Ledger. No, let's not. I'm gonna start crying. I'll play some more kalimba. That freaking scratchy throat got me. And also, I feel awkward having these conversations. You know, Pharaoh Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Think how I dissociated and wanted to not believe what you're saying. It's so fucking hilarious. I think you've even told me this before, show. That's the funniest part. It is sad. I can't imagine the crazy roles we would have seen if that man hadn't passed, right? How much more art could have arisen. All right. Mel just over there playing in the background, lol. Just like seeing all everybody talk about their crushes is like my autistic self being like, and then a person being like, so feminine. Should I be flexing? Oh, show you my six pack. Oh, play Kalimbos. So tough, man. Strong. Fe, the iron element. True. Real masculinity can make room for the feminine. Real masculinity loves the feminine. Get wrecked. Oh, get fucking wrecked. Oh, maybe you do love me. Maybe that's why you keep calling me feminine. Maybe you love me so much you desperately want me to be feminine, so that you don't start questioning your sexual identity. You poor thing. Exactly, Joe. It's too late. They said what they said. Take your shirt off. No. That's extra. I don't think I have any celebrity crushes, but I do remember the male leads in the movie Troy. It was special. Yeah. For me, it's again just a matter of like the person. When it comes to like a presentation of the self, that's why I said Jim Carrey first, because I was enamored with him as a child, with his ability to like grip my attention, right? As a personality on the screen. I was just like, this is awesome. How does this guy know how to be so cool? Right? That's what my kind of like attachment was as a child. Do I know any other actors like that? Who really grips me like that too? Even though I don't really think he's necessarily the best person, I think he's a better person these days. But Robert Downey Jr., weirdly enough, has that quality to me too. And then of course Keanu Reeves. Like that's a foregone conclusion. Is there any more? For some reason, Paul Rudd just came up to my mind. So many. So many names of people that I've never met that I still remember sometimes. I don't want to go back to chemistry. Do it now, Mel. Take it. No. This is not that kind of stream. Split and then turn it into wine. Spit and turn into wine. Yes, as the spit travels, it gets turned into wine, right? And then I know that some haters, some of the trolls, have decided to go sober. And then I spit wine right into their eyes, breaking their sobriety. Why am I saying these things? Please stop myself. I beg you. You need to stop. Tom Holland. Did I like Tom Holland? I don't mind Tom Holland. There was one scene in I think Spider-Man: Homecoming that made me not like Tom Holland anymore, right? Where they like picked up some sort of alien tech off the ground, right? And then he proceeds to use an actual hammer and he beats at this alien tech. And I think they like talk about how this alien tech is some sort of energy source powerful enough to explode the world or whatever. And then he like hits it with a hammer, right? And like according to the comic books, Spider-Man as a character is a very intelligent person, right? Like he was already a smart guy before he ever got powers. And then watching this Tom Holland Spider-Man on screen beat alien tech with a hammer, it like literally made my turned my ass into a curl. I was like, Tom Hardy is a real gem. I think Tom Hardy is good as well. He has a bunch of cool roles. That was Bane, right? I'm pretty sure. He's like the tough hot. Yeah, he has that like that almost like societal masculinity down. For the movie Troy, by special, I meant in an eye candy kind of way. Thanks, Nancy, for clarifying. I didn't know what you meant, but now I really do. No, prove yourself. Prove yourself a god to us feeble mortals. No. No. This is not that kind of stream, Dan. This is not that kind of stream. Maybe if you and me go running, you can see for yourself. But that part cost extra. That's something extra. Y'all, Kate McKinnon. Big lady crush on that crazy hoot. Also, I need to see faces. Most of these people, I don't actually know who they are. That's a good one. Tom Hardy's a real gem. Yeah, he was Bane. Was Tom Hardy in one of the Mad Max movies? I think so. Yep. He was the main character. Yeah, Christy is right. He was literally the main character. One of the protagonists. Yeah. What a stream. We have found ourselves at the end of it. 10 subs and the shirt comes off. That's what he said. No. No, you can give me all the subs. I'm not going to do that. Maybe if I'm like really hot and I'm dancing, maybe my shirt will come off. But I was one of those kids that grew up wanting to swim in a t-shirt because of how insecure I was about my body. I was really overweight to give myself some leeway, and I'm not anymore, but I'm like at 15% body fat. Like I'm hovering around 14.7 and 15.1. Maybe if I get down to like 10, right? I'll consider. I'll consider it. What am I doing with my fingers? I don't know. You tell me. I imagine I remember Charlize more than Tom. Yeah, she was definitely the like star. That eyes, the way she had her eyes painted and the shaved head and stuff, definitely was pretty big. My boyfriend has one of those Hume things. Those things that you like pull on, that you pretend to smoke, but you don't actually smoke anything. And I thought, maybe erroneously so, Sam doesn't know how to wear shirts. What? Skirts? Shirts? I feel like I'm so lost. You guys gotta watch Manhandi. Nobody. And Nobody too, you're right. I've actually started watching Nobody, but then I finished it. I'm just now realizing. Did I actually finish it? It was it was good, but it felt like I was watching like a John Wick movie, right? And it was kind of I personally cringed just a little bit because there were scenes in the Nobody movie where he walks into a space and then like he says a thing and then the other people are like, oh no, this guy is so dangerous, right? I personally, I don't know, when people are just like, yeah, this guy must be dangerous because of thing, even though they have no reason to actually know that, and just for the sake of like plot, they do that stuff. John Wick movies are the shit. They are cool. They are cool. I'll admit they're cool enough, but they are very. Let me kill a bunch of people real quickly kind of movies. Keanu, my childhood crush. No, it's a scale that tells you your body fat and muscle, and it will send signals throughout your body to tell you what you need to be healthy. I don't know. I don't know much about it. It's true. Bodies are beautiful, Tama. It's more a matter of like aesthetics, right? Uh, it's very hard to almost like translate onto image, almost like definition, right? And in order for you to show up with the definition that you want to on camera, you have to be almost like 5% lower body fat than you are, right? Melt, I'm 8% body fat right now. Please don't go down to 3%. It's not good for you. Love is false. JK. Yeah. Oh, I think it's because you probably saw my rules for stream engagement. Rule number 1, love is true. Squawk. Yeah. It's time. It's time for me to get finished. Are you a good girl? I know you want out. Let me go and get that bird. Let me go get the bird. You want to go bye-bye? Come on, Zoe. Come on. You want out? Hmm? Good girl. That's a good girl, Zoe. Wow. What a good girl, Zoe. What a good girl you are. You happy to be out again? Hmm? You happy? Wow. You want to say hello? Say hello to the people. You want to go back on the couch? Yeah. Hey, Toasty is here too. Hey, Zoe. Sending love to the Zoe burb. Character. Being all sketchy. That dude. These are hippies. I don't know what you're thinking, but it's not physically possible to rustle jimmies here. Yeah, our jimmies are already rustled, right? We have a Jimmy Rustler 5000. It's one of those rotating drums, right? And we all put our jimmies in that, and then it just rustles them the whole time, right? And because we are in a constant state of rustle jimmies, we calm down. What are you doing? What are you doing, Zoe? He's trying to climb down. I think he's trying to run towards the kitchen. I think that's what's happening. Come here. Come here. Come on. You want to go? You want to go to the kitchen? Come on. Come on, step up. Come on. Come on, Zoe. He's being a little silly bird. Watch him. Hello. You try to climb down? Come on here. Come on. I'll help you down. I'll help you get down. Yeah, totally. I'm trying to get my lenses to switch. You can see him switching. There you go. Don't fuck our couch up. I don't think you can do that. You're gonna have to climb back up again. You ain't got the mobility. You ain't got the mobility, you silly bird. He's like, I want to get down there on the floor level, but the dog is here. The dog is here. And keeping tabs on him. What? You can't climb down the couch? He's getting closer to the dog. Let's see what he's gonna do. What's happening, Zoe? You're trying to climb down the couch? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. I can help you. My jimmies remain unrustled. And anyway, look at him. Look at this dinosaur trying to figure out how to work his environment. Now he's gonna climb on the seat. So cute. My potato of a dog is plopped next to me. Mr. Wonderful, it's nice having you here with us too. Sending you bless. Love is a trap with teeth that swallows you whole and spits you out. Yeah, spits you out because it loves you. Can I share a really cool moment from this week, please? Please share a cool moment from this week. We would love to hear what cool moments you went through. Zoe, you're messing our couch up, you silly bird. Come here. Come here. Come and step up. Come on. I'll take you away. Come on. Come on, Zoe. Come on. You want to go and get a cookie or something? Yeah? You want to go get a cookie or something? Come on. Come on. Come on, Zoe. Proceeds to ignore me. Come on. You want out? Come closer. You want me to get you there? He's like, ah. You want to go bye-bye? All right. There you go, Zoe birdie. Is this where you wanted to go? Yeah? You wanted to go here? Come on. Where do you want to go? You want another almond? You want this? There you go. Oh, it's too deep. I'm gonna have to do this sideways for you. There you go. Ooh, that was quick. That was quick, Zoe. You say bye to the friends. You say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You can wave. Say bye-bye, Zoe. Say bye-bye. Okay, that counts. He's like, what am I supposed to do? I'll kiss you or something or whatever. You want to go in this one? Good girl. Yeah. Nice. Foodies with a view. He's like literally looking out the window. He usually used to step up onto the right side of his cage, his little perch. But since I put his new perch up for him, he likes the window perch. He likes that one the most. He sees the open cabinets and knows his almonds are in there. My baby girl grabbed a cookie and put it on the screen for Zoe. Oh, that is so freaking wholesome. Joe also going, that's wholesome AF. It really is. Mr. Wonderful, I'm still waiting on that moment that you told us you'd like to share. I am open to hear about this moment as soon as you're ready. Maybe you're typing it out right now. Let me go get my cards. As we bring ourselves to a close. There it is. I was kicked out of high school. I was kicked out of school in high school. And my kid goes there now. The same dean who kicked me out has been following my daughter's progress and success. He just saw her in a commercial. And I'm sure there's going to be a little bit more context. And has heard how pleasant she is with all of the teachers and said she is a blessing to this school and is so proud of us and her. Getting to see from the outside, right, how your journeys are different, as you said. Like you might have been so problematic that you got expelled from that same high school, and now your kid is not following those same kinds of patterns. You did a good job as a father and still are. Full circle moment. He thought I was a lot cause. He thought I was a lost cause at one point. Reminds all of us collectively that no one is, right? There's no such thing as a lost cause. There is hope for all of us. There is hope for you. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful, for sharing that wholesome moment with us. Appreciate that. If one of you friends would tell me to stop, I would do so. Wonderful. Joe, blessing you too. Stop. Thank you, Sam. We have pulled this one relatively recently, but I think we've only pulled it once in the last 2 months. And it is a personal favorite of mine. The Traveler's Prayer. It's a pretty card. Stop. That was my kid saying it. That's cute. Part of me wishes that I was still flaring the cards to have them stop it too. Let's see. It's cool to have your kids here with us, Christy. It makes me extra mindful of what it is I say. Maybe I'll say, love your mom. You only get one of them. Traveler's Prayer. Card number 20. Curiosity. And adventure are the core themes of this card. Curiosity and adventure. arms outstretched, welcoming a new day. This card celebrates the spirit of curiosity and adventure. The traveler is a perfect embodiment of the openness that it takes to fearlessly step into the world and experience the many wonders that may come your way. Just my baby girl, the other two are in school, and thank you. Love is true. The geometry embedded in this image was borrowed from Mayan temple walls at Uxmal in the Yucatan. Crosses, steps, and angular spirals. Combine to create an ordered pattern. The figure raises their arms in prayers at sunrise in salutation of another day of adventure. As you travel this wide world to realms beyond, whether physically or in your imagination, keep learning. Remain ever curious and make yourself available to a universe of unlimited potential. As you embark, a prayer flies with you, a prayer for safety, loving encounters, for beauty and expansion of your worldview, and for adventures that occur only when your heart is open, allowing you to embrace magic. That's the truth. Happy rest of your Friday, everyone. Gotta go. Thank you for spending some time with us, Nancy. Have a good one, friend. Allowing you to embrace magic. You can only embrace magic with an open heart, open arms, stretch wide, receiving. Let the magic of life floweth through me. And I did pull it upside down, technically. Suddenly, it looks a little bit more grim. The reverse meaning goes, bye everyone, have a great weekend. You too, Christy. Love is true. Connor is here with us too. Bless you, friend. The reverse meaning goes as such. If your life feels limited and your vision clouded, let the radiance of the sun ignite your curiosity and chase away the doldrums. If you are unable to travel physically, pick up a book, go to a museum, or attend a class. Yes. This card does have a quality to it. Makes me happy. Let the radiance of the sun ignite your curiosity and chase away the doldrums. Doldrums. The regularity of it all, right? Didup, 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 didup. Ah, what a pleasure. Proof or you didn't do it. No, just doing a cartwheel. My daughter was doing cartwheels on the beach every day. She's a monster. Yucatan teaches us it will be okay, but it will be different. Always. Change is the only constant. And it's as you said, dear Toast, we will be okay. We really will be okay. All right. And I am using we in the collective sense, like we as humanity. I don't know with any guaranteed certainty that I will be okay, that you will be okay. What I do know is that as we come together into this space day by day, we get to confirm, right? We get to remind each other that we're still okay. I get to be like, hey, I'm here, I'm okay. And you get to be like, hey, I'm also here, I'm also okay. And then if we can do that just once a day going forward, then maybe it will all be okay when we get there. I appreciate you, friends, for getting all the way here with me. It really is such a pleasure getting to share in this space, getting to feel loved and getting to share love with all of you again. It's a pleasure, and I'll do it again tomorrow. Thank you, friends. I am also okay. Love you, friends. We love you, Connor, and we'll see you again too. Thank you for joining me today. Until we do it again tomorrow.